Noah? Larry, what the hell are you doing?
Larry!
Larry, you can't just... Oh,
Larry! Oh, are you all right? How did...
Larry!
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I'm extremely pissed off. I just did a video for you that I thought was ridiculously incredible. Half of you would have spit coffee everywhere, and somehow it signed me out doing it. So I'm going to do another one here, and it is going to be simply summarized. So I apologize that I can't elaborate on anything going on, but I have you here on screen about the election which took place in November, and I've asked many of you, why did they put Kamala Harris up against Trump? So anyway, here, your one-year credit default swaps on U.S. government debt, they are reaching up into the 2008 financial crisis after you already started selling off in 2007. Here we are with the 10-year. The 10-year is back up above 5%, as is the 20-year. Again, screaming, oh my God, but you make whatever bullish decisions you want. The spike on the futures came when a report came out last night around 6:30 that some kind of international global court that's in Manhattan is banning Trump's tariffs. However, Donald Trump, that we all know is the loudest motherfucker anywhere, has not posted a single comment all night long about anything with those tariffs. Nothing whatsoever. Nothing. There is nothing on any verifiable news that is actually giving credit to this report about these tariffs being blocked. So make your own decisions. I found it very interesting that in the earnings call last night, NVIDIA said they would have to foreclose from competing in the China market. An interesting use of the word foreclose, considering everything that's up in front of us. So anyway, we have had nothing but red closes since the Fibonacci spiral date produced our 59.6861, which we knew was going to be coming regardless of what the price was. It was going to be coming on May 19th. You had one green day, that was Monday, with the big gap up over Memorial Day over, I don't really care and I don't know what the news was. And here we are with a red day yesterday, and now your major spike up on the futures. Over here on the credit spreads, I saw some of you got 350, 375, 380. 3 of you got $4 on the 59.15, 59.10s. They closed out full credit, as you already know. Over on the QQQ, again, a red close, nothing special after the big day on Monday. We haven't been able to get down below 515, and here we are now having reached up to 530.77, plus 31.9% from April 7th. Not April 7th of 2024, April 7th of 2025. Do whatever you want. The dip that we had, going in there from that high, 523, down to that 505.58 on Friday, is 3.33%. So do whatever you want. But I will show you in a minute as we go on to the charts that you have your big alarm. Your alarm being, I got into my trade yesterday. Up to you what you want to do. Back over here in December when we got into 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then again 6, and then again 7, and then again 8, and then again 9, and then again 10. 10 times getting into the March and then April QQQ 500 puts all came because we were hitting Let's get over to the charts because everybody wants to know. Put it on a spoon, feed me, 528.61. That was the reason we were getting into those puts back then. It only worked 10 times. Only worked 10 times. And the maximum on the last one, because it was the closest to the expiration date, the best was the 1,321% on the April 17th QQQ 500 puts. That was the best maximum return. Second best, 800. Do whatever you want. It's completely up to you. But again, that's where you are on your QQQ. Your Dow Jones, still a weak link. Over on the IWM, you can't even get above the May 12th highs over here at 211.95. Never been able to get to that 213 that we wanted it to get to. Now you got a gap, and then you already filled the China deal gap. And here you are with the maybe dip target, but you have to give respect to being above 200 because you're not going to be seeing below 200. Over on the SPY, looking at it from the lows. Boom, 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 boom. Look at this however you want. I looked at it as I shared with you yesterday, and having extended this chart a little bit, yes, we have our gap, which we already knew we had our gap from last week of 10 points, 59.63, 59.53. That is filling this morning is what it is. There is a 10-point gap way up here from when the shit hit the fan, back up at 61.44, 61.34. If you choose that you would like to bank that gap is going to be filled, I will help you with all the drugs that you need and keep you on that vision that you're going to get that 10-point gap filled up there at 61.44. You just tell me. I will make sure you have the drugs that you need for that. We had what looked as been a very 27 years doing this shit, 28 years, 29 years, I have no fucking clue anymore. ABC, then looking for a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to the downside because this did not appear to be a sufficient enough dip after a plus 20% move to the upside in a little bit less than 5 weeks. Now, unfortunately, the 5 is up here, so we have now a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we are right up here at 59.68.61. New moon could be the low, 57.67. Could be the high being placed today. We'll find out over the next couple of days. Over here on your QQQ, like I shared, 530.77. This is a gap. This is a gap. This is a China deal gap, which never filled. And the China deal is so rock solid that they are going to now start kicking students out, banning people with visas, and never selling them any products that they need to enhance themselves digitally in any way, shape, or form because the deal is that good.
Don't fuck it up.